Having Haley's medical knowledge and history and being in the cardiac field and him having a cardiac problem as his primary problem is pretty God-ordained, I would say.
So we found out about 2 months before Andrew was due that his birth mom chose us to adopt him. And we were able to be at the hospital while she was delivering and took him home when he was a day old. And all of that went very smoothly. Great relationship with the birth mom. That was all very amazing. But quickly thereafter, Andrew had a couple of very scary health events. Christmas morning, actually, we had a terrible event where he turned blue and just was not breathing appropriately, and called the ambulance, and I had to give him some rescue breaths to get him to kind of start breathing again and to get some of his color back. That turned into a 17-day hospitalization that was very taxing, but we found out that through all of that he had a large hole in his heart. So that hospitalization led us to find out what was going on with him underlying, and when he was 2 months old, he had open heart surgery to repair the hole in his heart, which went very well. He's still recovering, and he does have another cardiac defect that is at this point unfixable, and we're not really sure what that's going to lead to in the future. But it's been a very eventful 3 months, but God has been very present, and with his cardiac history, it seems just absolutely ordained that God put him with a cardiac nurse practitioner. So that's been really cool.
He's been working all throughout, and I think teaching us patience is kind of the biggest thing throughout the whole thing, is like patience with, like, this is not a typical newborn that we know. We're doing different feedings than we did with our last children, different schedules. Just the busyness of 3 boys in the house now, 3 under 4, is very taxing and tolling on you. So just patience throughout that is kind of what God has been teaching us through it.
Well, I am a control person. I love to be able to control the situation and have a solution for it, and I love to see results quickly. And this has taught me patience in a lot of different ways. But I think just that this is God's journey and not my journey, and that God does have a purpose, and God will supply everything that we need for every step of the way. It's just really taught us to rely on Him and His timing, and we've seen His provision truly every step of the way. And so when we look back on that, you know, how can we question what's to lie ahead? Because there are a lot of questions about the future. But I am also excited for the future, to be able to look back and see all of the things that I'm missing right now and how faithful God has been.